Good afternoon. This is our Stocktrak presentation for Finance 120, 2015 by Kayla Hara and Paige Fontana. When we first started this project, neither one of us had any experience in researching stocks or dealing with the stock market. There were guidelines on our Stocktrak program. It was an 11-week project. We recorded SPY and QQQ weekly to benchmark it with the stocks that we purchased. We were given a $100,000 allowance for investments with a maximum of 100 transactions, and we were encouraged to diversify our portfolio. For our investment philosophy, we wanted a diversified portfolio with value and growth. We were seeking stocks that were undervalued, believing that they would eventually produce strong returns. We did this by examining the historical data on each stock, as well as looking at analysis opinions on Yahoo Finance. We had multiple goals throughout our project. First and foremost was a diversified portfolio. Second, we wanted a profit of $5,000 at the end of the 11th week. And thirdly, since we are very conservative, we wanted to make sure that we were taking risks where needed. Because we wanted such a high return, we know that the most return you get, the more risk you take. As stated before, we had no experience in dealing with stocks or researching or dealing with the stock market. So our first goal in our strategy was to start doing some research. We did this by dividing the 21 industries amongst the two of us, picking the top 5 industries, researching them, picking the top 3 companies within that industry, and researching the stocks within those top 5 companies. SPY is an American stock market index based on the market capitalization of 500 companies having common stock listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Every week we would record QQQ and SPY and compare those numbers to that of our stocks to record how they were doing. As learned in class, if anything was below SPY or QQQ, it probably wasn't doing too well. So we paid close attention to those numbers when monitoring our stocks. As stated in our goals, diversification was important to our portfolio. We invested in 8 different industries. We invested in biotechnology, the food industry, banking, energy, airline, telecommunications, and technology. These were our top 3 stocks. Medivation Inc., MDVN, is a biotechnology company focused on the rapid development of therapies to treat serious diseases like prostate and breast cancer. We purchased 100 shares of MDVN for $108. The stock did peak on March 20th at $135 per share, but we continued to hold on to it until the end of our project. We sold MDVN on April 27th for $127 per share, making a $1,964 profit. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals Inc. was also a biotechnology company located in New York. We knew we wanted biotech stocks, and so we got them. We purchased 10 stocks of REGN at a price of $408 per stock. The stock did go up to about $488 on March 20th and then started to decline. We sold our REGN on March 24th for $447 per share, making a $686 profit. Our third highest grossing stock was Apple, which was very desirable by a lot of people. Although it was very expensive, we invested in it towards the end of our project on March 24th, purchasing 100 shares at $127 per share. Apple to us was a safe investment with its innovative products and the demand by many Apple lovers. We also knew there was a lot of attention towards Apple because of the new Apple Watch that was coming out soon. This investment was also very different. It was in the technology industry and we did not have an investment in technology yet. We sold our Apple shares on our last day of the project for $132 per share, making a $548 profit. These are our results for our portfolio compared to SPY throughout the duration of our Stocktrak program. And as you can see, with any portfolio, it has its peaks and valleys, and we ended up right on point at the end of the project, matching SPY. As far as our lessons learned, I think we both can say we are knowledgeable on stock trading. We know now how to research stocks, where to look, and what to look for. We would also be utilizing the different resources available to help pick out the stocks. In addition to just researching and finding stocks, I believe we would be able to monitor and understand the stocks better after doing this project. For our conclusion, this project was very beneficial in many ways. Working in a team is something that is never going to go away, so learning and dealing with that alone is very beneficial. Gaining knowledge with stocks and learning about the stock market is something that everyone should experience at some point in their life. And even though we did not meet one of our investment goals of having a return of $5,000, we still ended with a positive return for our portfolio, and we still had a very diversified portfolio, which was our goal. And we learned so much, which is all this project is really about. Thank you.